Water damage is hard to avoid when it comes to monsoon, but the damage and the danger doesn't end with the season.
And that is when, unfortunately, the mold can start. But fortunately, that is when the experts at Restoration One come in to save the day. Co-owner of Restoration One, Jeannie Lauger, is joining us here with more. It is so nice to have you here because this is a situation that comes up but people don't often see. That's the scary thing about mold. So what should people look for if they're concerned about it?
Well, the first thing, you have to be aware of the smell. So that's kind of sneaky, right? Because it's like that musty smell that you really can't put your finger on. You're like, well, maybe it's my bathroom because I don't have a window in it, but you have to be aware of that. But I think the big thing is discoloration. So people kind of are in their own world and they're in their house and they're not really paying attention, and then they see like a spot show up. That's what you really have to be careful of. If you see a spot, I'm going like this, like I have a freckle. You see a spot, you really have to get that looked at right away. At that point, spores are perhaps flying through the air, and that's what you really have to be careful of. Also, I've known people who have tried to scrub it away, and then it does go away for a while. So that's kind of deceptive, right? And then it comes back. So you have to be really careful. And especially when it is in the air, you have to be careful if you are elderly or you have kids in the house or you're pregnant or immune compromised. Like, there's no safe mold, for anybody, but especially those people, you have to be really diligent and careful.
Yeah, it can be that silent killer. I mean, imagine having that stuff in the air.
For sure. I mean, it's like it's lurking behind your walls and you might not even know it. I mean, we've had a couple of clients now, like one gal, she had this mysterious cough. She wasn't feeling well, it wouldn't go away, and then she went on an extended vacation to Europe. And then she was great, she was gone and she was like, perfect health. Then she comes back and her cough comes back. She ends up in the emergency room. And sure enough, it was mold. So we go in and we take out her vanity, and she had mold. I mean, like, she had no idea.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
So scary, right? Then another guy, he didn't even see anything, and he just kind of smelt that, like, okay, it smells like a locker. What's going on? And then we take out his cabinets, and he's infested with it. I mean, you don't want mold in your house. Yeah, you can see right here. That's a job that we've recently done. Our technicians go to great lengths. They tape everything off. You don't want that. You want that contaminated area to be contained, right? You don't want that stuff floating around in your house. We went to great lengths to tape off the cabinets. So our guys are really expertly trained and they're phenomenal. They go in, they make sure that they're kind and courteous. We see it every day. You don't, right? So all of a sudden you have people in your house and you're like, what's happening? So, we try and treat every situation like it's the first one, because it is for them.
True.
Because you go above and beyond and make sure that it's a thorough, because it can be in other places too. So this starts with a small leak, you would say?
Yes.
Who should you call if you have a leak, like especially right now during the monsoon?
Right, okay, so most people think they should call the plumber first or the insurance company, which, they're on the list to call, but call us first, right? Because we can go in there, we can shut the water off, and we can start drying out your house, because the mold can grow within 24 to 48 hours. And then you've got heartache beating down your door, like it's like a petri dish. So you want to make sure that we dry it out, we get it done. As fast as we can dry it out, then the less it's going to cost you on the other end for us to fix it.
Get in front of it.
Yeah,
Safeguard
exactly.
its value, right, by getting ahead of it. And then a house, say, that has been in a fire, for example. Is that a total loss?
No, I mean, we will go out of our way to try and save as much as possible. I mean, again, we want to look at your bottom line and the environment. We don't need to be knocking down houses and having it in the landfill. So we will go out of our way to do as much as we can to save as much as we can.
So now that the monsoon is here, what advice would you give to homeowners who are watching right now?
Monsoon? Where's that?
Yeah.
We haven't seen that. I think the most important thing is to get your roof inspected, right? You want to make sure that that's taken care of. You don't want any weak spots. But Mother Nature's it's
right, you never know.
You never know. Plus, we're really busy people, right? We have to-do lists, and some things just fall through the cracks. So if it happens, and there's water damage, we will get out there as fast as we can. Back to the mold, we will come out and give you a free estimate, make sure that you're safe. If anything is in question, you can't be too safe. So don't take your chances. We'll come out, we'll make sure you're okay.
I was going to say, even the smallest sign of something, we should call you because it could be a sign.
Yes.
A tiny spot on the wall could be hiding a whole big
Oh, for
piece of wall in
sure.
the back.
Yeah, you know, we've seen it where you cut it open and then all of a sudden there's, you know, a lot of stuff going on back there.
Do you see it just in showers?
Oh, no, like that lady's house, that was in her kitchen ceiling.
But you do see it in parts of showers, I would imagine. And people
Yep.
scrub it off and they try to get rid of
That's
it.
exactly right. That's what happened. We just did a job. The lady, her husband tried to do a do it yourself, you know, a couple of
Right.
years ago, and then water seeped behind, and then that's what happened.
Created a
Important to call you guys before it becomes a bigger issue.
Do it.
Such a pleasure to meet you.
Nice
Thank you.
to meet you both. Thank you.
Thank you. If you need help with property damage or would like to learn more, visit restoration1oftucson.com or call 520-276-5504.